Hello, I am Quinny. Welcome to the channel. In this video today, guys, we are going to be going through Limited Chat 9. Been really looking forward to getting into this one. As always, guys, with Limited Chat, leave your comments down below. What's your thoughts on the video, the conversations we're having? And they'll be featured in Limited Chat 10. Thanks a lot, guys. Like, subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff. And let's get stuck into it. So I've came to a little period of evaluation where I'm thinking, right, I've been messing about with these limiteds now for, well, basically since they came out, you know, and I've deployed a few key strategies quite quickly that you don't need reminded of at this stage. And I was just happy to win anything and everything, and we'll just see how it goes. And I've not counted them all, you know, but there's a fair amount for not really trying, you know, like just putting teams out. And yeah, I've finished like in the tier 3 spot. I think like almost every one of these is a tier 3. I think I've maybe got one tier 2, you know, so there's not much to really note here, you know. But it's given me time to figure out, you know, like what is kind of letting down what I've got, you know, sort of thing. I've kept pretty much most of these guys. My plan was always, and still is, with limiteds, just capture cards and just win with the, you know, the money I've put into them when I did. And as you can see, like I've not sold much, you know. I sold the yeah, I sold basically the week, and I got a doubler, you know. So I didn't even get much for them. Bagging a Rio Hatate made the whole venture worthwhile, to be honest with you. So I've got that as a reward, and as you guys will know, that is something that I hold close, near and dear to me. You know, if I win a card as a reward, it's definitely going straight into. It's got Hall of Fame potential, you know. Whether I'd ever put Unlimited in Hall of Fame is another matter, I suppose. But so quite happy with that. Happy with the Fagner. Happy with the Manquello, Alarcon, and the Canduce. You know, they're all quite decent rewards. None of them are terrible, really, to be honest with you. I've sold Yuya Tagagi, and I think I hear people talking about him. I don't know if it's the SoRare Odyssey boys or somebody, but somebody talks about Takagi, and I've just won this guy, Kato. I've never even heard of Kato, but he's from the same team as Sakamoto was at, so I'm hoping it could be maybe the second Sakamoto, some random guy, I don't know. It turns out to be okay, you know. So we'll just leave him where he is. And Elvis, after we won him, he went and scored against Bayern Munich or something. He got like a really good score. Wolfsburg it was, sorry, I picked Bayern Munich. Wolfsburg, that's it. And got a big green score, best score he's had since game week 140. It's in my gallery 2 minutes, and bang, he's dropping them in. So big Elvis, I don't know what we can call a second name, to be honest with you, but he's rocking and rolling in the limiteds with FC Barcelona, so we're loving that. So I decided to have a wee kind of evaluation of, you can see who I've bought. So I had a wee evaluation of just basically all my limiteds in terms of my positional strength, my regional strength, all that kind of thing. And I got the Deguchi, the Rayberger, and Shevchenko for probably obvious reasons. You know, you don't need me to explain buying a legend, a rookie, and a guy that's just transferred to Celtic. But I also decided to go out and strengthen in defence and midfield. Now, I've relied quite heavily on the rewards I've won, as well as like some mediocre, like ex-Man City players. Like David Silva's barely kicked a ball. Fernando, it was definitely going to score you between 40 and 58. And just kind of guys like that, you know, that I can't really rely upon. And I thought, you know what, this is a perfect time for me to go and just pick up 2 limiteds to strengthen up, you know, in defence and in midfield and champion Europe as cheap as I possibly can. But they're guys that I would very gladly take a rare or super rare of. And, you know, I got a direct offer accepted on the Kostic for like 0.042 or something. And it's just ridiculous, you know, really, yeah, about 0.042 or something it was, about 100 quid. For a Kostic, I think is just incredible value for money, so I'm really happy to get him into the club. Not got a rare, but as you know, I've been following Frankfurt for like the last 2 seasons with Kamada, and more recently Trapp as well. And Nicholas Stark is somebody who I've loved for about 2 or 3 years. I don't think he's going to ever reach the top level of football, but I think he's definitely going to he's definitely going to have a very good career at Hertha Berlin, you know, if he stays there and just keeps himself as a #1 defender. They've got bags of money to invest. They are constantly investing. Surely at some point they get it right, and if they do, maybe Nicholas Stark's a part of that. If he's not always captain, he's sometimes captain. But to get him for 27 quid, I was just like, oh, come on, you know. The only thing is when Boyata's fit, if they're sticking with four in the back, you know, there's some competition to be had. But again, 27 quid. It's Nicholas Stark. I can just scratch him off my list for guys that I know I really want to buy. And by doing so, it's actually given me a really good situation now in Champion Europe, because when I look at the cards I've got there now, um, you know, you'll see rookies, you'll see rewards, you'll see ex-Man City players, you'll see the little interstack that I bought, you know, the little bundle. I sold Gagliardini yesterday or something to help fund Ideguchi, because Ideguchi cost like a pure odd amount and it fucked with my balance. Where is Ideguchi? No, he's not in Champion Europe. So I sold Gagliardini Rapid for whatever it was to round my balance up, like £2 or something I sold him for. But as you can see, nothing stellar here in midfield or at the back, really. Here's his Navas is injured. Eric Garcia got a thigh injury recently. Kolarov's not been playing. So I don't have any defensive options, whereas Stark, now, as long as he's coming in and playing for Berlin, and he gets good scores, Stark, you know, he can play CDM, you know, and he's that kind of defender. He's good, you know, but he can get booked. Berlin are not good for a clean sheet. But I just need a defender that will operate. And if I've got a Kostic in midfield, and then I've got guys up front like Dzeko and Lautaro Martinez, and I've even got other guys that depend on fixtures like Negredo and Nolito have been pulling their weight this year. You know, it's been really in midfield and defence. It's let us down. My goalkeeper has been decent as well, Soraya. I've got Gavi in midfield if I want to double up, maybe there as well. So I'm feeling a lot better about Champion Europe. When I look at Challenger, I bought the lung for global anyway, but I've now got 3 Dies and Maidas that are going to be coming into play. And I won the Rio and I went and got the Ideguchi, as you can see. I was at 5 at the end. It messed with my balance, so I sold something for like 0.0025 or something. It fixed my balance up. So I've got 3 Beast under 23 strikers, so I'm thinking I can just play a Maida in U23 in Challenger and in Global. I can just play 3 Maidas every week, which is phenomenal. Getting Hatate and Ideguchi next to one of them, and I've got a nice little Celtic Limited dynamic on the go all of a sudden, you know, which will be fun. And then again, it's just rookies and rewards, R and R. That's what we'll call the episodes. R and R. Duvikas is somebody who was tipped in the comment section of a video. Did very well for a short time. He's kind of off form now. I recently tried to sell him, not too vigorously, it must be said, but maybe he's had his time at the club. But otherwise, you know, Maximenko getting dropped to kicking the buzz. So I've got a lot of headcount here. Safanov, obviously, when U23s are back on for Russia. But I think I need another goalkeeper in here to strengthen up. I also think that with Champion Europe. So I'm now looking at limited goalkeepers for the foreseeable. And when it comes to Champion America, I've got my nice little base Seattle stack that I bought 3 months ago for what looks to be an absolute bargain right now, because I can just throw that into Champion America every week and it should catch something decent. Then I've got my rookies. I don't really have any rewards. I've kind of sold the MLS rewards that I've got, so I was interested in holding them. But I'm really happy with the 2 South American ones that we've caught so far. So that section of the gallery is getting built out nice and steadily, slowly but surely. Again, only 1 goalkeeper, so I might look to pick up a second for that region. Don't have any Asian footprint other than that 1 reward, as you just seen. In U23s, I've got some really exciting players all across the planet that can come in here, especially the rookies as well. If guys like Sesko are getting a game, Noah Mbamba Muanda, if Paxton Arson, if any of these guys are getting minutes, then they can be fun to put into U23, you know. I've also got big hitters like Zaka Ryan, Rasmus Christensen, Lukas Sucic, guys that won't be going into Challenger because of other guys that I've got probably. Zach Ryan is a U23 card, so is Safanov. I've got some exciting options for here as well. And again, I've got a Maida that's available for the squad every week, which is phenomenal. And Lautaro Martinez, of course, how can you forget? So, good times. I feel that the Aguero retirement really slowed me down, because I was, you know, if Aguero was playing for Barca for the last 2 months, it would have made a big difference to me, you know. don't know how well he'd have been doing right enough, you know, with his health and whatever, obviously, you know, but had that not happened, of course, that could have been, you know, I could have caught maybe another, say, 2 rewards in that time, which would have been great. So I'm on the lookout for basically goalkeepers across the regions now, and then any other kind of Nicholas Stark, Philip Kostic type buys I can get my hands on, guys, that I think look cheap as chips, that I would, again, as I say, love a rare or super rare of, but just don't have the budget or the squad space potentially, because squad space is at a premium. You can't, especially with limiteds now, they can't only go into one region, one division each, so you're much more limited in terms of your utility with them. So I'm quite happy with the slow, cautious approach that I've taken with them. And I now feel if I was to spend a couple of quid, which I have, with the Stark and the Kostic and the Gucci, and also the Celtic Limiteds that I bought and earlier on and whatever, some of the rookies here and there, that I feel I've done okay, and I'm quite happy that I've not like greatly missed the boat or anything. I don't know how long Limiteds have been out for, but I've owned some of these guys for 4 months, and them 5 months. Yep. So Limiteds have been out for almost 6 months. It must at this point. When did I pick this guy up? August, yeah. So not far off 6 months have been out, and I definitely don't feel like I've missed the boat with them at all or anything like that. And I'm actually looking very much forward to their involvement in my gallery over the next, 12 months, because 2022 is going to be a great year for competition on SoRare, and I only see the limited cards gaining more utility. I only see them gaining more of an audience. It's definitely going to become, if it isn't already, the base layer, the base ingredient, the foundation, the cornerstone, of the platform. Whenever I see like a lot of these like La Liga accounts or whatever, like highlighting best in the 23 centre backs of the week and all that kind of stuff, it's generally speaking the limited cards that are shown, and I think that's going to be, it is always, like I've been saying for the last like 2 or 3 months, like when limiteds came out 6 months ago, when the platform would have been I don't know, 20,000 users or something. It's not for that 20,000, it's for the next, and that's the stage we're getting to now. That original, group, me and you at home potentially, is getting like diluted out. So as that happens, limiteds become more and more the entry point for everyone, and that's generally speaking where they want their competition to be most vibrant. So like I said before, I wouldn't even be surprised if we start to get like mirror divisions and that kind of thing, like an alpha and a beta or something, I don't know. But I'm really happy, and so I've got my goalkeepers to be going after, and the other thing that I'm looking to be picking up is a couple of let's say old favourites, right? So I'm 100% looking at picking up Limited Hakimi. Again, I won't need any explanation. Recently sold the super rare, of course, but he's not terribly cheap, and I don't think I don't want him for AFCON, and I'm not too sure AFCON's been built into his price or not. So I'm not in a big rush. We're up at 200, so there's about a fair amount of them out. But I'm not sure if AFCON's maybe gave his price a wee boost because it is what it is. So I'm looking at also getting Ashraf in. I'm also looking to get the other boy, who. Big Leon, the one that got away. So I'm looking to get both these guys in as well. So I have just strengthened with like affordable limiteds, and Stark and Kostic. But what I'm now hoping to do is maybe trade Ante situation, or maybe wait for these auctions to die down a little bit, because his limited count is so low. He's only get 50 limiteds printed this year. So I think he could come, I think both of them could come down a little bit, premium guys. But those are the types of limiteds I'm now thinking about. I think I'm kind of done with buying rookies. I might buy another couple to kind of round that out, because my limited rookies like are fun, but they really add up. I've got 33 of them now. I don't know how I've ended up with 33 rookies, but I have. And do you know, I'm buzzing. I'm not really not motivated to sell any of them at all. But I'm just like, fuck, man. I've not added it up. But if and when I do, if I get any to add, no, I don't think I've got any to add. I've not bought one in a while. Yeah, I'm not getting any to add. But 33 of them. And it's a really eclectic. I think I want the centre back at Leon. I think I need to add him, and there's somebody else, but I need to get another one or two in. I think there's maybe another Sporting Lisbon kid. Oh man, there's probably about 5 or 6 when I think about it. but I'm trying to slow this part down. Maybe I get to 50. Maybe I get to 50 and then I just leave it on ice. Like that's my 50 rookies and just leave them. See what happens. Been picking up doublers with them, as you know. But yeah, part of this video, guys, as well, as much as it's a limited chat video, is it's just me getting back up and running again, getting the zone with all the equipment and all the toys that we've got and all the features and stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, now the first comment comes to us from Nick Taylor. He thinks Kostic is a lovely pickup. Build some proper fun teams in All-Star and Global All-Star and watch the Master Bob Flynn pick up the rewards. Alex, Simply Alex, make sure to check out the content if you haven't already. Simply Alex on YouTube. Best foot forward for limiteds is get as close to 10% of a rare price as you can. So if the rare goes for 0.2, get as close to 0.02 as possible. That's basically what you're saying. That sounds amazing. Yeah, I like that. Be aware of different utilities, such as goalkeepers are over 10% because you can use a common instead of a rare in D4, or that tier 2, tier 3 limited are worth less because of the lack of thresholds at the current stage. Yep, totally agree with you, Alex. It's Gusto. Challenger Euro is underrated, in my opinion. Lots of potential to enter champion and score very well in All-Star as well. I really agree with you, Gusto, and I've actually, in this game week, sacrificed Challenger Limited because although I agree there's lots of prospective talents out there, the minefield is just too wide in that tier 3 section. If I'm going to land in tier 3, I'd rather it be in global, then I've got a wee bit more of a chance of maybe getting an American or Asian or Champion Euro card rather than just a definite Challenger tier 3, you know. So thank you, Gus. I do agree, but yeah, studio literally looks unreal. Keep going, bro. Hey Dino, fist bump. Thanks a lot, man. Glad you like the place. Robert Turner, cheers for the vid, Quinn. I spent around 650 quid on Asian and American players a few weeks ago. Got around 2 in each position for each. Wow. I'm just going to buy when the market drops and hold till I think I have a 2 to 3 good, very good in each position. It has been a bit boring since mid-January, and as I've barely had the players for any limited or rare, so I want to avoid this in the future. Nice. It's good. The thing about commenting things like that, guys, as well, is it kind of cements it a little bit more in your mind of the progress you're making, the strategy you've laid out, the plan you have, and yeah, it helps helps it materialize for me. Bobby Flynn, the man with all the rewards, according to Nick. Limiteds are fun, but extremely difficult to win tournaments. If your goal is tier 0, you need 5 guys that can hit 100. Definitely agree. Be realistic and buy and sell until you have the guys you want. It takes a long time and many weeks are tough. It's a lot easier to stay with it if you're enjoying the guys you're watching. Totally agree, Bob. My goal this year, yes, got a goal, is to get a couple of podiums. Is it realistic? Probably, but it will be a lot of fun going after. Cheers, Quinny, and great work. The studio looks fantastic. Bob, you're a hero. Thanks very much, and I hope you get your couple of podiums. I would be happy, and you know, I said this in the limited in the actual video, but I'd be happy just collecting any limiteds really, as long as they're from the kind of field and the kind of quality that I like. But personal, for the amount of limiteds I have, the amount of money I've put into limiteds, I definitely need to capture, I think, like 3 stars this calendar season, this calendar year. So I'm with you on setting goals, big believer in that. And then we've got Will X10 right at the bottom. Unfortunately, he's just not quite coming up on screen. There he is. So Will X10, hi mate, how are you doing? Hi mate, how are you going to watch free TVs in the studio all day? Well, the key thing is, Will X, is by the time all my players are playing, there's going to be so many fixtures, I'm just going to be multi-screening. Maybe we'll do some live stream stuff around it as well. And who knows, man, the possibilities are endless. I'm very much open to suggestion on any ideas you think would be useful for the channel with the facilities we have available to us. I hope you've enjoyed this, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and retweet and all that good stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Turn around.